In Canada, forests burn regardless of human presence. We are in the path of a natural destructive cycle. In the face of our changing climate, these cycles are being affected in ways we don't yet understand. We need to prepare our communities as best we can. In 2018, fires in British Columbia released enough energy to power all of Canada for an entire year. Can human ingenuity adapt to this natural fire cycle and redirect this enormous energy potential to constructive ends? In Kluskus, British Columbia, the Lhoosk'uz Dene nation are preparing for the future.
It almost looked like a tornado, and the wind goes so strong and all the tree all bent down. It's so dry and it burns so fast, really dry. We was pretty sure we lost this reserve too that time. Amelia Couples, and I'm Kluskus Hunyan. I'm Kluskus elder. I'm scared. I'm scared about a lot of things, birds and all our animals' protection. And nobody protect them and just burn up, I guess. We make medicine and then we pick in berries, and that same place wherever we go, it's all burned down. There's nothing left. So also make me cry because I feel so bad.
That last fire, the ones up that way, made it pretty dark, and you could see those hot embers coming down there. They had a clinic down there before, then everybody went down there so they wouldn't burn up in the nighttime.
Well, in terms of the size of the fire, 520,000 hectares is really hard to imagine, but when you get up into the air and you're able to look, you can see that the fire where it burned from our community, you can fly about an hour and a half to Williams Lake. Well, my name is Neil Guthrow. I work for the Lhoosk'uz Dene Nation. We're currently standing in one of our fuel treatment zones on Kluskus IR1. Well, we've had a number of wildfires go through our area over the last, 12 years. We've been evacuated 5 times within that. We had an assessment done to see what the fuel rating was within our area, and within this particular area we had a very high rating of fuels that, had they lit, would go right into the community. Well, we had a RPF come in, a registered professional forester, come in and do a treatment for it to take a look to see what types of fuels we had out on the land. We've had mountain pine beetle come through the area here, so we've got a whole lot of dead standing trees, or had a lot of dead standing trees, I should say, with different types of ladder fuels that, should the fire start on the ground, it would quickly spread to the trees and into the crowns. And in doing so, we had to have someone come in and remove approximately 10 hectares or 2,000 meters cubed of dead and dying timber to help reduce the overall wildfire rating.
We probably got the first few years of inventory just in cleaning up the, as I call it, the biomass around right close to our community and around the, in the reserve area.
All the wood that we've taken off this site will be used for community firewood. It can be used for construction wood. We can do a number of things other than sell it.
There's clearly a very significant fire hazard remaining, and if they're able to find a system that consumes biomass, I think they're going to be able to manage, the threat downwards by the utilization of the biomass.
So what we're looking at is potentially using it as fuel and chip for a potential combined heat and power source. Well, we're going to be bringing on this combined heat and power source to reduce or hopefully eliminate our reliance on our generators and the diesel fuel that we've been burning and decrease our carbon footprint.
Generator powers the whole town. It burns like 200 liters in 24 hours, I think.
These kind of systems provide an ideal solution because we are producing energy locally. We're not burning oil or natural gas that has to be imported from somewhere else.
Right now we're at the National Research Council in Vancouver at their site, where we together with UBC and FPInnovations have built a test site for small-scale combined heat and power systems, where we can de-risk test them and bring people here to showcase the technology and also train them.
So de-risking entails putting these systems through extreme conditions. So, and then seeing what the response of the unit is. It's pretty much like test driving a car.
The chips are extracted, go through a number of conveyors. Usually the fines are removed and then are fed into the gasifier itself, where they're then gasified. So it produces a syngas, which is then fed into an internal combustion engine, which produces electricity over a generator, and also waste heat, which that waste heat we use again to dry those wood chips and as well heat buildings in the community.
We're now standing in front of the CHP Combined Heat and Power Unit. This particular one is from Finland. The company is called Volter, and it's enclosed in a 40-foot sea can, which makes it ideal for transportation. It's basically all enclosed in one container, which includes the reactor itself, gas cleaning, as well as the engine and generator set. So if this thing arrives on site, all you need to do is you hook up your electricity and your heat connections, and you're more or less good to go.
And we're replacing fossil fuels, we're doing something to combat climate change, and we're also making sure that communities are safe from fires.
For communities in the forest, the threat of fire and destruction looms. But with proper planning that imitates natural disturbance, the threat can be controlled, and the power of fire can bring opportunity, jobs, independence, and energy.